Before I show you any wins, losses, or account updates from this $300,000 to $30,000 challenge, I need to make something very clear. I did not start putting real money into random trades. I started by building a plan. Because if you trade options without a plan, without rules, and without testing, you are not trading with a system, you're just guessing. So in this episode, I'm going to show you the actual framework I used to create my trading plan before I started trading. In the last video, I introduced this challenge. I'm starting with $300 and attempting to build it towards $30,000. But the goal is not to get lucky. The goal is to follow a repeatable process. And the process is simple. Create the plan, test and optimize, and automate the plan. This episode is about step 1, creating the plan. But more specifically, it's about turning a trading idea into actual trading rules. Most traders stop too early. They say things like, I'm an income trader, or I like directional trades, or I want to automate my trading. But that's not a plan yet. That's just a trading identity. And a trading identity without rules still creates emotional trading. So the next step after identifying the kind of trader you want to be is building your trading rules. And this is where the framework shifts from identity to execution. For this challenge, my trading identity is pretty specific. I want to be a systematic, defined risk, short duration income trader. That means I'm not trying to predict every market move, and I'm not trying to swing for home runs. I'm definitely not trying to manually hunt for random trades all day. My goal is to trade defined risk option strategies that can be planned, tested, optimized, and then eventually automated. And that identity gives me direction. My primary strategy going into this challenge is a QQQ 1DTE iron condor. And that means mainly I'm looking at QQQ options that expire the next trading day. The idea is to sell an iron condor, collect the credit, define my risk before I enter, and manage the trade based on rules instead of emotion. I'm generally looking at short strikes roughly $9 to $10 away from the current QQQ price with defined risk wings. Now here's the part I really want people to understand. The order matters. I'm not saying find a trade, put real money in, and then figure it out later. The correct order is define the plan, write the rules, backtest the setup, review the results, and then automate it. Real money comes after the process, not before it. To turn a trading style into an operating system, every trader needs 5 types of rules. Risk rules, entry, exit, position management rules, and then review and improvement rules. These rules are what keep you disciplined under pressure, because once money is on the line, your brain starts negotiating. So the goal is to make as many decisions as possible before the trade actually happens. First, the risk rules. For this challenge, risk matters more than anything else. With a small account, one oversized trade can do serious damage. So before I enter a trade, I need to know the max risk, the position size, how many positions I can open, and whether the total exposure makes sense. For my QQQ Iron Condor plan, the trade has to be defined risk. I need to know the approximate worst case loss before I enter that trade. And if the risk does not make sense for the account size, the trade doesn't belong in that live account. Second is the entry rules. This answers the question, what actually triggers a trade? For my plan, the setup starts with QQQ. The strategy is a 1DTE Iron Condor. I'm looking for a defined structure with short strikes roughly $9 to $10 away from the current price, and eventually I want the entry to be based on clear criteria like time of day, credit received, probability, the risk to reward, and whether the setup matches the backtest. If the setup does not match the criteria, I don't want to force it. That is the difference between trading a plan and a trading urge. Third is exit rules, and this is where most emotional mistakes happen. Getting into a trade, that's the easy part. Knowing when to take profits, cut losses, or close early is what separates a plan from hope. For this challenge, I need to define when I'm taking profits, when I'm accepting a loss, and when time is no longer on my side. If I wait until I'm already in the trade to figure that out, I'm too late. The exit plan needs to exist before that order is placed. Fourth is position management rules, and this is about what happens after that trade opens. When am I allowed to adjust? When should I reduce risk? And when do I leave it alone? When do I close it early even if the trade is not a max profit or a max loss? This matters because over-managing can be just as dangerous as ignoring a trade. So the management rules need to be written before that trade goes live. And then fifth, review rules. This is where traders become consistent long term. Every week I need to review what happened, not just whether I made money, but whether I followed the rules. So here's the complete plan going into week 1. My primary strategy going into this challenge is a QQQ 1DTE iron condor. And that means mainly I'm looking at QQQ options that expire the next trading day. I'm generally looking at short strikes roughly $9 to $10 away from the current QQQ price with defined risk wings. And that's the plan. Not perfect, not final, but clear enough to test. In the next episode, I'll show you what happened during week 1 when I actually traded this plan. I'll show you the closed P&L, the win rate, the profit factor, the winners and losers, what worked, and maybe what needs to be changed. And the most important question will not be, did I make money? The most important question will be, did this plan hold up? Because profit is good, but repeatability is better. And that is how you take the guesswork out of options trading. Subscribe and follow this journey as I try and go from 300 to 30,000, and I will see you in the next episode.